Hey guys, welcome to Our Pagan Opinions. I'm your Tuesday host, Hovik, and this week's topic is childhood and spirituality. Basically, what religion did we grow up with and what turned us off from it? I was raised with no real religious influence in my life. My family is mostly Christian, but they're not really super devout or big followers in terms of they're not devout and they're not practicing. So they're not really going to church or reading Bibles or whatever. I mean, their beliefs and morals are there from Christianity, but they're not really, like I said, they're not practicing. And when I was a child, I learned very young that I didn't believe in the Christian God or any of the other, or Jesus or whatever. And so I knew that I needed to find something that worked for me. And when I started questioning this, I wanted to make sure that Christianity and all the other major religions weren't for me, to make sure. So I sat down and I did a lot of research about, Christianity and Catholicism and Judaism and all that other stuff. Because honestly, I don't really know anything about it. Even right now, I mean, if you ask me anything about Christianity and Catholicism, I don't really know. Because I wasn't brought up that way. That's not a religion that I've ever followed or practiced or anything, so I don't know anything. So it's kind of funny when I ask my friends about something and they'll refer to like the Bible or whatever, and I'll be like, what was that? And they'll be like, huh? I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I didn't have that growing up. I don't know anything about it. All I know is Wicca. That's it. Which is kind of funny. But anyway, so before I decided to figure out what religion worked for me, I wanted to make sure that the big 5 or 3 or whatever it is out there wasn't going to work. So I did a lot of research and read up, and it didn't really connect with me. And I actually, in the midst of researching, stopped and said, okay, let me write down what my beliefs are. Let me figure out what I believe just right off the bat without any real religion or anything tied to it, so to speak. So from what I came up with, most of it was universal. It could be seen throughout other religions, but the one main thing that sort of was different in my belief personally that didn't work for me in the major religions was that I didn't view the divine as this higher being sort of to be venerated and worshipped in a sort of like I'm a lesser being sort of way. I view the divine as something that is, divine and should be respected, but isn't necessarily higher or better than me, if you understand what I'm saying. Because we're all a part of the divine and we're all perfect in our way, so there is nothing better than us because we're all the same. So that was the one main thing that really turned me off. That, and when I got older, obviously, this took years, and when I got older and I realized all the hypocrisy among the religion, especially in Christianity and Catholicism, where they said one thing but would act completely differently, and it would just sort of was like, what the fuck, So that was another big turnoff. And when I sort of was like, okay, well now I need to find out what religion fits into my beliefs. What is there? Something? Can I find something related to this? And Wicca happened to work. Wicca was all that I believed and more. That made perfect sense to me. So I never really grew up with any sort of Abrahamic religious influence in my life. It was literally it's always been Wicca. And just my own core values within myself, outside of religion. And it's been years and years and years, and my beliefs haven't really changed much. My views on Christianity and Catholicism are a little bit shifted and a little bit better now, but I still hold firm to my beliefs, and I know that the Abrahamic religions are not for me. So, I guess that's it. That'll be my little video. Again, always remember, check us out on Facebook, www.facebook.com/OurPaganOpinions. Feel free to like the page, leave comments, shout-outs, video requests, whatever. You can also do it on our channel, or you can message me on my private channel. I'll leave the link below in the description box as always. So feel free to leave comments and suggestions. And this will actually be the second to last video for this season. The last video of the season will be next week, and after that, we will be starting the second season after a short break. So stay tuned for that, and love you guys all. Blessed be.